Anything. We'll get anything. Last time it was, he was wearing a T-shirt, right?
He was wearing
a T-shirt. His background. He was offended.
He was offended.
This is moments after Mark Murphy had called him a complicated fella after having his monthly blog in June on Packers.com, where he said that the Rodgers situation was dividing the fan base. Well, somebody got Mark Murphy sat down as he was penning the July blog post for Packers.com and said, let's just leave 12 out of it, shall we? Or maybe hit the edit button. Smashed the edit button or backspace button. It did not appear. His latest missive was Rodgers free.
Oh.
Did not mention Aaron Rodgers at all. He did mention, Mike, that there's going to be a big meeting of the shareholders on July 26th.
Which we know all about.
At Lambeau Field, we know all about it. Have you filled out your proxy? Have you filled out your...
Not yet. I still haven't given the 4 tickets.
You know what you're doing?
Away.
You're researching because your vote matters.
Yes.
Vote counts.
My vote counts.
Elections have consequences.
Yes.
Thanks for agreeing with that, Mike.
Of course,
Rich. So what's Rodgers thinking about? What do we got now? Well, thank you to Aaron. He was asked about not saying that much on the subject matter.
Sometimes the loudest person in the room is not the smartest person. Sometimes the loudest person in the room is not the person who has all the facts on their side or the truth on their side. Sometimes there's a lot of wisdom in silence. Sometimes there's a lot of wisdom in being selective on what you say. And this off season, I've spent a lot of time working on myself. I think for a long time, mental health has been only an okay topic to broach if you're talking about dealing with bouts of depression, suicide, like this big issue topics, right, with mental health. It's been a weird stigma around it that I think there's been some athletes who've spoken out about those things and gotten the support they deserve. But there's not a lot of conversation around just the idea of having a very positive mental health state. And I think there's a lot to it that I've learned, that I've focused on in the off season, about how to take care of myself, not the total package, not just my physical self, the workouts, but my spiritual self with my own mindful practices, my mental health as well. What's the best way to take care of that? And that's what I've been doing this off season. That's why I've taken the time I've taken and done the things or not done the things that I've done. And I'm very thankful.
And I'm just thankful that we've got such an MVP talking about mental health. That's number one. I love it. That's a platform that's being used for the positive right there. I'm just wondering, he's got to play. I've got to see what this version of Aaron Rodgers looks like. Mm-hmm. I got to see it. And at some point later this month, we will get the answer as to how all of his self-work has manifested itself with the ultimate question to the ultimate answer. What do you want? That's the question that we've been asking about Aaron Rodgers for weeks. What do you want? What does he want? What will the Packers do when they find out what he really wants? What if he really wants what he's done all the work and he's done all the cleansing, and he looks terrific, by the way. It looks like he's lost weight too. It looks like he's on that AR-12 system, whatever the heck that is.
Yeah. Well, he said that he was doing the Tom Brady thing.
All I know is if I went to Hawaii with the mantra of screw it, I'll deal with this down the road, I would come back 20 pounds every year. I would just be a fat turd. I really would be. I mean, I just had 4 days like that too. Oh my God.
I mean, I saw the ice cream.
I don't know. I'm actually spending time in this monologue, starting looking at the screen. Does my head look bigger? That has actually crossed my head while I'm thinking. So God bless him. He's working on it. I've got to see what this version of Aaron Rodgers looks like. I've got to see it. And at some point we're going to get an answer. At some point the footballs will be rolled out in Wisconsin. The bicycles will have the tires filled with air. Training camp will start. We'll hear that sound of the of the sprinklers going, albeit for the Dallas Cowboys on Hard Knocks, which we'll hit later on. Ooh. But I mean, we will finally get an answer. All of us. And I can't wait to see what does the Aaron Rodgers who has worked on his mental health and removed all the negativity, which means he had to have been off of Twitter over the last several weeks.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, if he's working on it, cleansing himself, he's had to have just stayed the hell off of that. Like not even logged in to see what's going on. With everybody thinking he's selfish or he's doing that or whatever the half of the fan base that's been divided by this that thinks that Rodgers, is under contract and should show up and he's gotten paid and, don't pay any attention to the kid that's been drafted and you should have a thicker skin, and on top of it, now they hear him talking about mental health like Lambeau Fields and ashram. Did I say that right? I'm not really. Is it an ashram? Yeah. Like he's playing in the yurt on Lombardi Way. Which for some Packers fans might be, what is he talking about? Is he playing or not? He is a complicated fella. Like that fan base, he's got a place. He's got to have not heard a word from them while he's hanging out with his fiance, wife-to-be, having fun, being part of a new relationship like that as an affianced individual on planet Earth.
Affianced.
I don't even know if that's a word. I got to see it. When I hear that, I'm like, I got to see. What does this look like? Because I don't know. I have no idea, and you don't either. He might not even know. He might be in the process of working this thing out as he's getting ready to crush the golf ball tonight. That could be part of the process. And then I'm hearing he is showing up to the Tahoe event next week.
He is.
That's what I'm hearing.
Awesome.
So he's ready to play golf there too and have a good time and
with Brian Baumgartner and all his
hang out with his and go have a good time. And at some point, rubber's meeting the road. Football will be played in 2021 with full stadiums. Can't wait. Unless Aaron Rodgers can, because he's working on himself. And anybody who thinks that, he's going to show up, put all that money on a table, and give it back to the Packers, he can't be without football. He can't be that way. He can't sit out a year. He's not going to do that. Did that sound like a guy that you could actually predict what's going on?
No chance.
At all. And he must be, this is great. He's leaving everybody guessing. Nobody knows. He's gotten this far. Turning the heat up. This thing's going to be on 400. And wait till your July 26th meeting of the shareholders when the other half the fan base that's divided on this that wants 12 to show up and have the Packers remove their cheese heads from their orifices and say, let's deal with this guy while he's as great as he is. Carpe diem. You saw what Brady did. We've got our own 12. Live like that with this guy now. What are we doing? Brian Gutekunst, I'm not keeping my season ticket package in my family for the next several decades because my family can't wait to go to the stadium to see what Gutekunst has cooked up. It's coming. So, to sum up, I don't know what Aaron Rodgers is thinking. I'm thrilled that he did put mental health on a pedestal. And not just, as he said, for people who are seriously considering harming themselves by it, but literally want to remove negativity from their lives, which everybody, I think, could use to do. Honestly, the doom scrolling that goes on in my life on a daily basis, looking at my Twitter feed is insane, but I do it because it's something that I need to do for work, and there are times that I need to see what's going on in the world, and there's a hell of a lot going on in the world, and I understand what Aaron Rodgers is saying. You got to remove the negativity. I don't have time for this anymore. I'm over 50 now, and I'm thinking that every single day. Life's too damn short. Rodgers thinking that at the age of 37 going on 38. Or 38 going on 39. Tee it up. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
And I meant the football season, too.
All of it.
That happens this month. Oh, boy, we're getting answers soon. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.